Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for watching this video. This morning I would like to discuss dispositions of educators, specifically the dispositions I possess and the ones I must improve on. Now, I found it can be quite useful to reflect on one's dispositions on learners, as it allows one to acknowledge one's strengths and shortcomings on the matter, which can lead to a more comprehensive mindset on education as a practice. For this video, we will be focusing on the COE, that's Code of Ethics Professional Dispositions on Learners. These being high expectations, respect for the diversity of others, fairness, professional conduct, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. To begin, I believe that educators should have realistic expectations of all students and respectively set appropriate learning goals. An educator must be aware of the specific social and learning needs of their students and must do what they can to provide them. Educators should practice sound judgment and always express ethical behavior. They must also recognize that through reflection and professional experience, professionalism can be developed. Additionally, educators should always promote a sense of curiosity and investigative thinking with their students. Educators should also provide emotional support. This entails providing genuine care into their relationships with students. Finally, educators should understand the impact that they bring for being in a position of leadership, and thus be truly committed to the practice of teaching and learning. As far as what I must work on before the first class I teach, the first concept would be the constant upholding of social justice. Okay, I agree that this is something a teacher must do. But if I am honest, I do have political opinions that may affect this. While I would like to believe I am accepting of all individuals and mindsets, I can think of a few that may be difficult for me to accept, at least at this stage in my life. In the same regard, I think continuously modeling appropriate integrity by my words and actions may be more difficult than in holding some of my other beliefs on education. I know I can keep my opinions to myself, but not letting that affect my demeanor may be challenging. Ultimately, I am sure through focus, I can overcome these weaknesses. I believe the attributes an educator should possess are reflected by my dispositions. An educator should be fair, committed, and someone who is capable of providing educational, emotional, and social support for a student when needed. An educator must have respect for their position and exhibit non-biased and professional behavior. This can be guided by one's own dispositions or code of morals regarding education. These in turn can be built through their own educational experience or even experience in the field. As previously mentioned, an educator must acknowledge the impact that they have as an educator. This can be both positive and negative. Positively, a firm grasp on one's dispositions allows for focused instruction. It provides an educator with a set of morals that guide instruction, preventing a conflicting educational experience for the student, at least through lessons with that educator. However, as one can assume, every individual has their own specific beliefs on various topics. Different educators may impose their beliefs on the student. This then creates a biased, or at least semi-biased learning environment, which can reduce the capability of self-discovery on a moral level. Now, to uphold my own morals, I will not let my opinion on certain matters impair my education. I believe personal matters should be withheld from a professional environment whenever possible, as it could lead to unclear focus in the job. Additionally, the upholding of this professional attitude will be guided by the diligent adherence to the Code of Ethics, professional standards of practice, and any relevant laws or policies that affect educators. My final point, to promote healthy moral development with my students, I intend to include certain behavioral lessons. Now, these can include concepts like manners, cooperation, or even sharing for younger children, as these lessons can be adjusted by the grade level. Research has shown that focusing on these concepts in a learning environment can both create and promote moral development within children. Thusly, these will be included for the best development possible. I want to thank you all for watching and listening to this video, and I hope that my reflection on education may spark some insight or even cause reflection for yourself. Otherwise, I appreciate your time and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe.